What started out as a story about the premiere of the new Batman v Superman film soon evolved into something else once the reviews for the movie started being released. It currently sits at a Rotten Tomatoes critics score of 29%, a score that is considerably lower than the most comic book films ever receive. However, something else about this page intrigued me. A look over to the audience score section showed that 71% of audiences liked the film and gave it an average rating of 3.8 out of 5, a considerably better average than the critics' 5 out of 10. I wondered just how true this audience score was for the film, and if the difference between the critics and the audiences could really be that big. Today I'm here to talk to a couple of moviegoers and see what they thought about Batman and Superman. My first interviewer seemed to err more on the side of the critics. His strong views on the film were justified, and when asked how he felt about the critics' scores, he had this to say.
It didn't really surprise me. I was expecting it to be much worse.
Could this really be true? Were the fans just as upset with the film as critics? After the first interview, I found it hard to find someone else to interview. I guess the prospect of talking to a strange man sitting on a bench in the middle of the night just isn't something people do these days. And in all honesty, my Marvel Comics t-shirt was probably driving all the DC fans away. But then I saw him. Wearing a Batman shirt, I thought that if he couldn't give me a good outlook on this film, then I didn't know who could. And I was right. This is what he had to say for the movie.
It was really good. I was very pleased with the movie.
It would seem that it took a fan to see the good in this film, and when asked about the negative reviews, he had this to say.
I could see how some people didn't like the movie. I mean, every movie has critics.
So what does that mean for reviews? Are they useful to the general public?
If I want to see a movie, I go see a movie, and then I form my own opinion on that movie.
It appears that the film has been just as divisive between critics and fans as it has been for its main heroes. But one thing is for sure, if you want to know whether or not you like the movie, you'll just have to see it for yourself.